The objective of Cheops is not to discover a lot of exoplanets. Compared to a previous mission like Kepler or TESS, whose objective is really to discover a lot of exoplanets, here it's really a follow-up mission to study exoplanets that we already know. The objective is to study them in more depth, to get a more accurate radius, to measure some feature of the atmosphere, to infer some properties from the interaction from a planet to another.
So Cheops will observe transiting exoplanets. So a transiting exoplanet is a planet that passes in front of the star as seen from Earth. So we are seeing kind of eclipses. And thanks to these transits, if we measure them very precisely, we can measure the radius of the planet. And by combining this radius with some mass measurement that we can get from other type of observations using ground-based telescopes, we can infer the density of the planets, and from there we can get some information about the internal structure and composition of exoplanets and relate them to their formation, migration and evolution.
Cheops really aims to reach super high precision that are out of reach for ground-based telescopes, to measure very precisely tiny signals corresponding to the transit of super-Earths or even terrestrial planets in front of sun-like stars. Which is not doable from the ground, and so it's totally complementary to what we do with our ground-based telescope, is to observe much smaller signals with a super high precision, and also to observe signals with such a precision that we can measure very precisely the size of planets around nearby stars.
The main parts of the telescope have been built in Switzerland, and other parts have been built in other European countries. Including here in Belgium.
So our responsibility in the Cheops project was to provide the baffle and cover assembly. So the baffle objective is to reduce the stray light coming from different objects in order to be able to measure accurately the very small variation of the star intensity. And the cover mechanism objective is to protect the baffle during launch and ground operations.